Imagine a single glittering jewel that links the heart of the British Empire with the colours, power, and pageantry of imperial India. Imagine emeralds once worn by royalty, rebellion, scandal, and empire, and a diamond cut from the largest gem ever found, all gathered into jewels that would define a historic moment. This is the story of the Delhi Durbar necklace and Delhi Durbar tiara, artifacts of art, power, beauty, and controversy. This is not just a necklace. This is a statement of monarchy, authority, and history carved in emerald and diamonds. What do these jewels tell us about history, design, empire, and the people who wore them, its royal inheritance, and every single moment when Queen Elizabeth wore it, with dramatic details you have never heard before? Welcome back to my channel, so sit back and prepare to enter the dazzling world of royal jewels. This necklace did not begin with Queen Elizabeth II. It began in an era of empire, grandeur, and royal obsession with gemstones. In December 1911, an extraordinary ceremony was held in Delhi to proclaim King George V and Queen Mary as Emperor and Empress of India. This event was called the Delhi Durbar, a massive, spectacular gathering of royalty, nobility, princes, and dignitaries from across India. The Durbar itself was not a coronation, but a declaration of imperial rule, wrapped in pageantry and symbolism far from Britain. It was the first time reigning British monarchs actually travelled to India. Because British crown jewels were legally forbidden from leaving the country, new regalia and jewels were commissioned specifically for this event, including a new imperial crown for the king and a suite of jewels for Queen Mary. This set the stage for two of the most fascinating pieces of royal jewellery ever made. The Delhi Durbar Pararewas, the full suite of jewellery designed for the occasion. It included the Delhi Durbar tiara, the Delhi Durbar necklace, earrings, stomacher, bracelets, a brooch and additional gems, all with diamonds and emeralds. Think of the parure as a statement, diplomacy through dazzlement. The parure was commissioned from Garrard & Co., the crown jeweller at the time, a firm renowned for creating regal masterpieces. The necklace features 9 large cabochon-cut Cambridge emeralds, over 90 brilliant cut diamonds, the detachable Cullinan 7 diamond 8.8 carats, Marquise cut diamond cut from the Cullinan rough, the largest gem diamond ever mined, in platinum and gold Edwardian setting. These Cambridge emeralds oozed from Queen Mary's personal collections, all originally owned by Queen Mary's grandmother, the Duchess of Cambridge. At one point, the necklace's emeralds themselves had a dramatic backstory involving being inherited, sold, and repurchased after some ended up with a mistress, a tale of scandal and resilience within royal collections. This diamond served as a detachable pendant on the necklace, meaning the necklace could be worn in different configurations. The necklace uses a charming Edwardian design called englige pendants, asymmetrical drops that hang from the main line, seen as very fashionable in the early 20th century. Queen Mary first wore it at the 1911 Durbar ceremony and later on many occasions in her lifetime. After her death, the necklace passed to her granddaughter Queen Elizabeth II. The emerald necklace appeared shortly after her accession in February 1952 and coronation in 1953. Queen Elizabeth began wearing jewels inherited from Queen Mary. It symbolized continuity between grandmother and granddaughter. This was a subtle but powerful message. She was stepping into Queen Mary's legacy. The necklace could be worn with or without its pendant diamond, unusual flexibility for its age. Throughout the 1960s, the Queen wore the necklace at several diplomatic receptions, Commonwealth banquets, high-profile evening events. It was often paired with emerald earrings and other Cambridge emerald pieces. The emeralds made it one of her most striking coloured gemstone necklaces. 1966, 1970s Commonwealth tours. During overseas tours, particularly Commonwealth nations, the Queen occasionally selected bold emerald jewels. While not worn as frequently as her diamond necklaces, the Delhi Durbar necklace appeared at formal evening receptions during this period. This choice reinforced ties to the history of the empire, including India. 1980s formal portrait photography. In several official portraits during the 1980s she wore the Delhi Durbar necklace, emerald earrings, sometimes paired with emerald brooches. By this time, the necklace had become associated with her mature, regal image. In 2012, Diamonds, a Jubilee celebration exhibition. The necklace was displayed publicly at Buckingham Palace during the Diamond Jubilee exhibition. Although she did not wear it publicly that year, the exhibition renewed global interest in the piece. These jewels symbolized imperial sovereignty, not just adornment, but political theatre. The Delhi Durbar earrings are also part of this parure. Each earring features a prominent cabochon emerald, one from the historic Cambridge Emerald collection and another acquired to match, surrounded by diamonds set in platinum and gold. These earrings were designed to harmonize with the rest of the emerald and diamond set. The Delhi Durbar tiara. Originally, the tiara was surmounted by 10 large emeralds, taken from Queen Mary's own collection, tracing back through her grandmother, the Duchess of Cambridge. Queen Mary was a passionate collector and improver of jewels, constantly changing and updating designs to be wearable for modern occasions. Although emeralds were prominent early on, later alterations allowed the majestic Cullinan III and Cullinan IV diamond stow be temporarily added, both cut from the colossal Cullinan diamond, the biggest rough diamond ever discovered. Cullinan III, 194.4 carats. Cullinan IV, 163.6 carats. These stones were sometimes featured centrally in the tiara. Over time, the emeralds were removed and repurposed into Grand Duchess Vladimir tiara. The tiara was modified to expand how it could be worn, adjusting to different royal tastes and fashion needs. Queen Mary wore it at the Delhi Durbar and afterwards on many events and in official portraits. Later, it was gifted on Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. She wore it during the 1937 coronation year events. In 1938, state banquets, in 1947 South Africa tour, and various diplomatic receptions during the early reign of George VI. This tiara icon, of the tallest in the royal collection, making it striking on camera and at court functions. Upon Queen Mary's death in 1953, the jewel passed to her granddaughter Queen Elizabeth II, who later wore the necklace but didn't wear tiara in her 70 years of reign, and then was loaned to the Duchess of Cornwall, now Queen Camilla, who wore it publicly in 2005. The tiara isn't just a stationary crown, it was made to be versatile and adjustable for different settings of gemstones. There are multiple brooches historically connected with the Delhi Durbar jewellery. Cullinan V brooch. A heart-shaped 18.8 carat diamond Cullinan V centre stone, cut from the famous Cullinan diamond, the largest rough diamond ever discovered. It initially formed the centrepiece of vestimenta worn at the Durbar and could be worn separately or with other diamond pieces. After Queen Mary's death, this brooch passed to Queen Elizabeth II with the rest of the jewels. Cambridge Emerald Cluster Brooch. This cluster brooch includes a large cabochon emerald surrounded by concentric rows of diamonds with a detachable pear-shaped emerald pendant. It belonged to the Cambridge Emerald Collection, once owned by Queen Mary's grandmother, and was sometimes worn as part of the larger ensemble. Queen Elizabeth II wore this brooch both with and without the emerald drop. Ladies of India brooch. Although technically not originally part of the parure, this emerald brooch was gifted to Queen Mary by the Ladies of India at the Durbar. It features a larger carved emerald with floral motifs surrounded by diamonds, set in silver and gold. This piece was inherited by Elizabeth II and was occasionally worn later in her reign. Scroll, diamond emerald brooch elements. Parts of the original stomacher could be taken apart and worn as brooches on their own, such as a diamond and emerald scroll-style section, often seen worn by Elizabeth throughout her life. These jewels, created for an event celebrating colonial rule, now raise questions about provenance, context, and legacy, particularly in conversations about empire and cultural heritage. After Queen Elizabeth passing, all these jewels remain in the royal collection and have occasionally been displayed in exhibitions such as Diamonds, a Jubilee celebration at Buckingham Palace. They are part of a legacy of royal jewellery that continues to be studied, worn, and admired, but also re-examined in light of history. They are beautifully crafted by master jewellers from the finest gems on earth, created for a moment of empire, power, and spectacle, worn by individuals, queens, mothers, daughters-in-law across decades. They are conversations. They tell us about art, imperial history, identity, and how we understand the past through objects. Are these jewels simply beautiful artifacts, or are they symbols of a world shaped by empire, complex, contested, and still relevant today? If this story moves, you please subscribe the channel, like, share, and comments for the more videos.